of the great things we can do in the new Excel version is we can customize the ribbon. And of course in 07 and in 2010 we've been able to customize the Quick Access Toolbar. So we're going to take a few moments and see how to do that. And I'll start with the Quick Access Toolbar because that's probably what you're more likely to do. Of course we know the Quick Access Toolbar is right above the ribbon, and the default is that you have a Save button, an Undo button, and a Redo button. To the right of that I have a drop down arrow, and there's several options available to me, and I would suggest that you want to click on New, so it's up there. You can click on Open, so it's available to you. I often choose Print Preview and Print so that I can take a quick look. Of course I do have my page break preview, but sometimes I'm just thinking because I'm in Office and I'm switching between different applications in Office, I'm used to Print Preview. You might want to put the Quick Print up there, so I'll put that up there. But you'll notice if you click on the drop down, there's various items you can put up here, different icons. There's an email icon, a spelling. You can do the sort buttons, an open recent file. Maybe you want to put something up here that's not in this list. Well, if you look all the way down near the bottom of this, you can choose More Commands. And basically it will take you to Backstage View. Now I'll show you how we get there through Backstage View in a little bit, but it's brought me straight to where I want to go, which is the Quick Access Toolbar section of Backstage View. And on the left I have the access to every command available to me in Excel that I can put in the Quick Access Toolbar. On the right I see what's there. So let's say for example I wanted to get rid of one of these. I could click it. Maybe I don't want Print Preview and Print there, so I could click it and choose the Remove, and it pulls it out of my Quick Access Toolbar list. Now over on the left, first of all you have popular commands, and I could scroll through and find maybe I want to have a font button or a freeze panes button, and this puts it on the Quick Access Toolbar, so it doesn't matter whatever tab I'm on, it's available to me there at the Quick Access Toolbar. But maybe there's something you like to use and it's not on any of the ribbons. So I can come up where it says Choose Commands From. These are popular commands, and I invite you to go in and see what's available to you, but I'm going to click on that drop down, and you'll notice that I can look at commands based on the tab. So if there's something I want from the Insert tab, I could stick it here. If there's something I want from the View tab, I could put it on the Quick Access Toolbar. Instead, I'm going to go to commands not in the ribbon, because there are certain commands that we don't find in the ribbon. And I'm going to select that. And the thing is, there is a command I really like. And it brings up an input form for a database. So I'm going to come into commands not in the ribbon because that's where I know it is. And it's called Form, and these are all in alphabetical order. So I'm just going to scroll down till I find Form. There it is, and I'll click on that. And I'll click Add. And then I'm going to click OK. And I'm back out in my data, and I will just click here in this spreadsheet of data. I make sure I'm within my data, because whenever I'm using any of my database features, I want to be within the data with my active cell. Notice up here at my Quick Access Toolbar, there's my form. I'm going to click on it, and boom, there's an input form. So if I wanted to add data to this, I just click on the New button, and I have a blank field, and I can start putting in the data just like any other database input form. It also allows me to search and find different information by choosing criteria. So for example, if I chose criteria and I wanted people who were in South Carolina, then I can just put that information in there, and I can say find next. And find next. Well, let's try find previous. There we go. Find previous. It depends on where the active cell was when I chose that. So I chose find previous, and there is Edwina Rowland. Now if I choose find previous again, there's Howard Fletcher. He's also from South Carolina. So I put in criteria for South Carolina. I can find just the people in South Carolina. I'm going to close that. That is a real simple way to add something that you like and maybe you use, and for whatever reason in the new features of Office 2010 you're not finding it. Go out there and look in your Quick Access Toolbar customizing areas and see if you can't find what you're looking for, and you can put it right up here in the Quick Access Toolbar. Just go to More Commands. Now we've customized the Quick Access Toolbar, we can customize the ribbon, and this is new to 2010. I can create my own ribbon. So maybe there's certain features I use all the time, but I'm having to click from the Home tab to the Formulas tab to the Data tab to the Insert tab. I'm hopping around, and I just want to take everything that I use on a regular basis and stick it in a tab by itself. Well, I can put my mouse over the ribbon, right click, and notice I have a Customize the Ribbon option, and I'll click on that. And this time I'm in Backstage View again under my options, but I'm on Customize Ribbon. This looks very similar on the left. On the right, it's showing me the various tabs that I have available to me. So there's the Home tab. The Insert tab's expanded because out here in my Excel spreadsheet, that happens to be the one I'm on. So if I wanted to, I could add something to the Insert tab itself. But I'm going to create a new tab. So I click New Tab, and notice it comes up right here, and I'm going to click on the new tab and I'm going to rename it. And you know what? I'm going to call it Barbara. This is my personal tab. I'm going to put it with my name. Click OK. Automatically, the tab has a group. Remember, our tabs are set up with grouping, so I can create individual groups, and I can create multiple ones if I want, just like any other ribbon. I'm not going to bother to name the group right now, but obviously the rename is right there. I can now start adding things to my group. So it's selected. I'm going to come over here under my commands, and let's say I want to find, I'll go with popular commands, and let's find a few things that we might like to have together. So for example, one of the things I often like to use is the new. So I'm going to come down and find new, and I'll add it to my group. And open, I'll add it. I'm going to grab something from a different tab altogether. Maybe I want to grab under my view options. So let's go and find all tabs, and let's go find my view options. And in there, maybe what I want to add is something from the window features that we looked at in another module. Maybe I use freeze panes a good bit, so I'll choose freeze panes and add it. Maybe I like to use the synchronous scrolling, and I can add that, and so forth. And let's just say that's all I want to do right now. I'll click OK, and you'll notice here's a tab called Barbara. I click on it, and there are the buttons that I asked for. So you can create, and I could go back in, I could right click, customize the ribbon, choose Barbara. I could create a new group under Barbara and put more information out there. And I might come up with, if you're going to use a ribbon of your own, you might want to come up with some grouping ideas. So for example, I put some things that really aren't related in this one group. And so I might have file management as one of my groups, and then I might have window management as one of my groups, but they're there on the Barbara tab. The other thing I can do is if I decide I don't want that tab anymore, I can select it and I can remove it. So if I select the Barbara tab, I click remove, it's no longer part of my ribbon. I click OK and it's gone. Now I did mention you can get to these out of Backstage View, so I'm briefly going to show you where that is. We did the drop down for the Quick Access Toolbar and found more commands there previously. And I right-clicked on the ribbon and chose Customize the Ribbon there. But I can also, if I happen to be in Backstage View, go to File, Options, and notice Customize Ribbons right there, and Quick Access Toolbars there too. So these are some of the neat features that you have in the most recent versions of Microsoft Office, and I hope it makes working with Excel easier for you.